What's up, my beautiful, glorious Dreamfasters? It is Danny Gallows, of course. Who'd you think it was? And welcome to a very special and potentially very important video. Now, apologies first off. I know I've been absent for like 3 weeks or so. And it's just because, to make a very long story short, things got very chaotic and stressful all of a sudden in my life, trying to balance a lot of things. One of which is a good thing. I actually got offered a writing contract from Web Novel for my original fantasy series, and it's not a big contract, it's just a small contract, but it's a big deal for me because it's literally the first time in my entire life that I've been offered any kind of writing contract. So I've been working on rereading, re-editing, and re-uploading all those stories, and that on top of everything else with work and life and trying to balance everything else, it gets very chaotic. So it takes a lot out of me, and it's I've been struggling to find time to upload a video, but here I am today back with a very important topic. So here's an interesting question for you guys. Should we crowdfund Age of Resistance? Now obviously I already know what a lot of you guys out there are saying, right? Dude, we've been vibrant for a long time. We've been a hardy fan base for a very long time, trying to let the Henson Company know that we're still out here, that we really want a second season made. I mean, every single comment under every single post that the Henson Company has ever put out on Twitter, on Instagram, is just filled with people saying Season 2, Season 2, Season 2. We even started a petition that got like 20,000 some odd signatures, right? So what makes you think that crowdfunding is any different? Well, about 3 or 4 months ago, I had someone reach out to me on Twitter with this idea, suggesting that we do a crowdfunding campaign for Age of Resistance. And initially I didn't really think much of it. I was kind of passive about it. I was like, oh, it's a cool idea, but whatever. But then about a month later, a completely different person reached out to me on Instagram with the exact same idea, crowdfunding Age of Resistance. And so at that point it kind of dawned on me. I was like, oh, so wait a minute, this is something that the community is into. Because you guys got to remember, I'm not coming up with these ideas. These are people reaching out to me with these ideas. This is you guys, the community, reaching out. So this is something that, people could possibly be into. And the reason why a crowdfunding campaign is so important, why it's so different from just like, gathering signatures or something like that, is because when we're talking about crowdfunding, we're talking about money involved. With crowdfunding, there's always more attention when people are actually taking their money and donating their money. There's a lot more attention involved in it, right? It's kind of like donating for charity. Like, yes, the goal is to raise a certain amount of money, and the point is to donate, right? But half of the rest of the point, right, is that you're raising attention for that charity. You're generating attention, right? So you can think of Age of Resistance as almost like a charity, right? I mean, Age of Resistance needs help, right? It needs help. It's almost a charity, right? So the way I'm looking at this is that if we start to grow and it starts to expand, the harder it's going to be for the Henson Company to continue to ignore the community if people from all over the world, possibly even maybe like, there's got to be like at least 1 million Dark Crystal fans around the world. If we can gather all of them together just to donate $1 a piece, that's $1 million. Now, I'm not saying that that's a goal that we're going to reach. I mean, that's a pretty impossible number. Stranger things have happened, sure, but that's like a large number. But the point is that if the Henson Company starts to notice that this campaign is going on, it's all about generating attention. They're going to see that we're still out there, we're still strong. We really want Season 2 to happen, so much so that we actually created a crowdfunding campaign for it, and we're trying to get, people to join in, right? And say, extrapolate it from there, right? We have online articles writing stuff about us, saying, look what the Dark Crystal community is doing. We reach out to people who have big follower accounts on Twitter. Look what the Dark Crystal community is doing. We get people to support us and shout us out. Maybe even some of the actors and actresses from the show discover it. Taron Egerton, or Anya Taylor-Joy catch word of it, and they make a sizable donation to the campaign. They shout us out, right? Now, of course, that's looking way into the future, but these are just the ideas running through my head, that if we were to start this thing, well, maybe it could actually take flight. So the overall purpose of this video right here is to just get all of your thoughts and opinions. You guys got to remember, this is community based. This is about you guys. I'm just the ringleader here, right? This is all about you guys. What I want to hear now from all of you is, do you think this is a good idea? Should we crowdfund Age of Resistance? Yes or no? Tell me why you think it's a good idea. Tell me why you think it's not a good idea. And also, I want to gather all of the information about how to do it. What's the best platform to crowdfund, right? What are some websites we can utilize? Do you guys know anybody with big Twitter followers? Do you guys know anybody with connections out there into the industry that could help us boost this thing, right? So I want you guys to fill up the great wide void down below with all of your thoughts and ideas and explain kind of all of your notions to me about crowdfunding. Is this something that we could do? Is this feasible? Is it a reality that we could hope to turn into a reality? So this is what this video is all about. It's all about you guys. It's all about me listening to you guys and seeing how we move forward with this, right? So go ahead, leave all of your thoughts and opinions down below in the great wide void. I'm going to let this video sit for a couple of weeks and then check through all the comments, and then we'll decide where we go from there. But yeah, guys, for right now, this seems like a pretty cool idea. It seems like something that we could really try to get off the ground here and generate a lot of potential attention. There's a lot of attention that could be generated here for Age of Resistance simply just by running the campaign. Remember, just to reiterate, it's not about hitting the goal. It's about generating this massive amount of attention for Age of Resistance to let the Henson Company know that we're still out here. We really want Age of Resistance so much. We want Season 2, and not just Season 2, but just, a continuation of the Dark Crystal universe. You guys got to remember, there's no books, there's no comics, there's no new anything, right? This will generate that attention for the Henson Company to let them know that we're still strong, we're still vibrant, we're still full of life, we're still out here. We desperately want Season 2 so much so that we started a crowdfunding campaign for you guys. This is all money for the Henson Company to use to help them create Season 2, to give them a little jump start, created by yours truly and the Dark Crystal community. So now it's time for you guys to voice all of your thoughts and opinions down below in the great wide void. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys back here for the next video, hopefully very soon. For Thra, for Jim, forever. Let's do this.